Abusia, Kamia says secrets are coming out in the camp of the New Patriotic Party. In among for Suma Sembi PP near there were rumors say Ubo Ryan PP among Yukunim that was last year. Be an eye ekotwabano. It be just say as a yashe MPs for no and the ministers for yashe mokete so monko tai Bawumia and they be just say no cre and yes I net here. And I'm in a worker say Yera Charles Forson wo no mrahye ewo Tema waba betu nanu mutu akire mu say ensem bebre na course 2024 abato ni mu eba no election of the flag bearership ni ade ni enim say ye come major contenders there na Bawumia ene Ken ohini Agyapong wo no de na nakomemu no nakomemu fine no na Kennedy Agyapong ena no wo ta na chi nanso yakoto abawie Bawumia fa dear na meye mintimi nyehwe ntine wo say me follow crowd on if you can beat them join them and then you would di ekire sa but amanfo ebisa ho nsem mebre a ye bedi ho nkomo answer no yenkotie se de wo no akasa kire nsem we mu esi FI.
Did you support Kennedy Agyapong's bid 2 years ago when he wanted to be flag bearer? Or this is the first time you supported him?
No, I did.
You supported him?
Yes, I did. I was his active coordinator for Greater Accra, and overall I was doing the national thing too, yes.
How were you able to marry your billboards that had you and Dr. Bawumia on it in 2024 when in your heart of hearts you were supporting Kennedy Agyapong against him?
Intra-party contest ends as soon as the presidential election, the presidential candidate is elected. I'm a party person. I've been an active party person and I know the rules. I was for Kennedy Agyapong till November 4th. Once he lost, we elected a candidate to represent us, and Kennedy himself was doing all the rounds for them.
Dr. Bawumia lost in your constituency. Could it be that you didn't do a good job for him? You wanted to prove a point, so Onukra worry.
Oh no, I did more. In fact, you see, we were doing more Bawumia in Tema Central more than CF. We were doing about 80% Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia every day in continuum. In fact, throughout 2024, I never traveled out. Constantly, for some reason, I was always campaigning. I do about 4 churches every Sunday. I do the SDA. I go to the mosque. I was just doing everything. I was just giving out all. And almost all the billboards had myself and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Abusia Yera Charles Forson NIT Ninsema or Kanache Wutrema one no dear the whole genesis or the Maminche Muncho. The whole thing is right now he's part of the MPs or more MPP among Yukuma almost throw your weight behind Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. And he's been asked why this time no or tie Kennedy Agyapong because 2024 we're seeing his billboard and a billboard of or no ni image any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia also. So why is he supporting Kennedy now? And which him say enya fake and was supporting Kennedy. He started supporting Kennedy way back. Time na a year MPP 4-year primaries na no supporting Ken. Ken enri no Bawumia buy and then was so na said they say party ni mapa. Now what tie Bawumia chi. And to one year na femu dear. Sabre say Ken e ko bie ma won't me ni back home no obesa to baby a na adwuma no ewo baby a wodi see no. So that is what he was trying to explain. Say was supporting Ken all this while and he's still going to support Ken any day. And to think say do na enini mu so obe support Bawumia no and when a party for ni no enti e was say wodi o machi sa na che say yen nyina yen konkon ha because you can't choose a person over a party. Enti se Ken nanka say mu kra di mu akotene a who am I, a supporter of Ken, not to do it? And I'm for Chem say, indeed, this man is really a diligent man. But Ebisu Chem say, Enka, Saho no kakran can was wo bekampuma yeti. Say a nini mu and say when you move, say nini mu, like it wasn't necessary. Now what you make of this?
Answer no once again, check and say Nkuma Obibiara when you the support for King Japan it has always been there. And let's just say, sir, this is just one of the many people who openly came out to say, sir, or supported King Japan. One of the things you realize is that throughout the 2024 campaign, you know, even before the flag bearership that happened November 4, 2023, you know, many MPs were being pushed to not support any candidate. And it started from a year Alan Chamantin. When somebody can hear first elections, no, and normally selected the best five. And then those who openly or willingly, if anything, came out and said, oh, we support Alan Chamantin, no, clearly no opposition where they pull it under your feet. And secondly, too, they'll give you a primary. And a bit primary in terms of constituency, a bit more primary of content. Though. And one typical example was Botiano MP.
Sly.
Yeah. He was for Alan Chamantin.
Yeah.
I just say eventually, you know, they kind of, if anything, pushed him around, threatened say a better opposition if you say and a bit primary challenger. Because of that, he had to back off. And I remember the first time Alan Chamantin came to say a part, you know, on joining Bawumia, you know, all the MPs, you know, you were being told say either you follow Alan Chamantin to wherever he's going, or then you leave our party. But then some people stood diligently like this particular man, through thick and thin. He showed say you can support King Agyapong, not support Bawumia, and still be in your seat. At the end of the day, what really do matter is not the presidential candidate's effects. It's their That is why we have something we call skirt and blouse. Yes, someone can vote for the presidential candidate and not vote for the parliamentary candidate. It happens. So I think it's one of the things we should very much applaud him for. And those who really supported Bawumia in the hope saying, one particular person, me kaina me who saw sa Yolusu
Lydia, I am a mameno. Oh.
So no, this Shatawali because they pick, and then you know.
Campaign
I say.
Lydia Hassan.
Lydia Hassan is Shatawali new beside. And a year woman American so no so me so the Shatawali new beside.
Yes.
Or the video or something. They all lost. The campaign was heavy for a year. Dr. Bawumia near the other, but then they lost. So clearly, you know, times are changing, and then I think right now we need to embrace those who basically are going to say they are going to support King Japan. And at the end of the day, if Ken loses, whoever is the primary challenger, send our kind of presidential candidate, you know, the support goes automatically in default to that person. But if not, I think now, no, and now it's a good time because. You are not going to have any threats of the presidency. You are not going to have any threats from, if anything, former chief of staff, more Parry. It is not just there. It is not just there. So, yes, that is the issue.
But don't you think, say, example now, Charles Forson has said, you know, the rest of the MPs should also follow suit.
They should. You know, he also first, you know, said, one thing I've seen in MPP in the course of the years is that say Oba ourselves support a candidate, near a primary challenger. You only fear that primary challenger because you've not done a better job in your constituency. What I say, this last 2024 elections here, main can say 3 or so independent candidates in the win A plus bako. Papi and Anya so akoboni or saying we. Kennedy or Hene Frimpong. Yeah, or say okay, or Hene Frimpong, Kennedy or so. Asante Achim North MP. And Bakui, Omuya
the Formina man, he's still there.
Yes, Formina man still that's why independent. I think it's about Hubi Crack count. But these are people Omuya independent candidates. NDC for the campaign or MPP for the campaign or it didn't work. So it just shows at the end of the day, the constituents are looking for something.
To hold on to.
Constituency, whoever is the current MP there, onye akwanya onye
so buying
gota onye de biano or party ase oni party ase na didi afenyomu ichi na mrebe so
So buy and check.
Oh, buy and check. No problem.
The parties in the power.
Oko futu say is a lady ya obey the voting man is you
Lady Bain.
Kaswa MP.
Now coil. You need baby or walk around. You barely hear of her.
I was speaking to some people on party say, even though lady how Kumsi was very stubborn, she was doing well. You see action. So NDC should be very careful. Almost see to be dwindle in 2028. Power is transient. So yeah, that is it.
Exactly. Say you're Charles Tema West MP was setting a good precedence. At this point, say MPs in Kaye party nimuno. Omunso efasa kwan so ayebeboa. Though he was supporting Ken Henry one kase mejai party no. Ambe, I mean he was no one because I said I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't have known. Say, oh, say in a net here. So the MPP MPs for no munya wild 2028 there is just at the corner. How prepared you are no ena ebebo. Yemfa munsia na yenda mwase.